So check this. In 2014, a young family married for just about 6 months were unfortunately visited by armed robbers, dead in the night, somewhere in the city of Lagos. After collecting all the valuables they fancied, one of the two armed robbers decided to climax the horrible experience with a rape. He decided to rape the young bride as the husband looked on. With a gun pointed at his guts, the very scared husband, as much as he wanted to, couldn't do anything to protect his terrified and crying wife. He was afraid he may lose his own life, so he just knelt there, weeping profusely, but did nothing. And the young bride, who was 4 months pregnant, was raped by this disgusting armed robber. In their morbid excitement, the robbers decided to proceed to the next flat to rob and rape like they did in the first apartment. After collecting the valuables, the robbers wanted to again rape the wife of the man in the second apartment, just like they did at the first apartment. Unfortunately for them, the husband of this second woman in the second apartment grew up in the military barracks. Hence, in his desperate attempt to protect his wife from the rapist, he paid close attention to everything, including the gun pointed at his face. And he suddenly realized it was a fake gun. It was just a toy. The gun was fake. Without thinking, he swung into action, took on the robber who was already molesting his wife, gave him very heavy blows at the back of his head, threw him against the wall, and began to beat him mercilessly, and the robber passed out. The other robber, realizing things were now turning against them, suddenly took to his heels and he ran away. That same night, the superhero who saved the day and saved his wife from a filthy rapist was so excited, sharing with the less fortunate neighbors and the policemen who showed up to arrest the now tied down armed robber, how he noticed the gun was fake and how he fought to protect his home and especially his wife, his sweetheart. His experience and exposure living in the barracks had paid off. He felt like a king. He couldn't just stop talking, and his dear wife was so proud of him. Sadly, the first victims couldn't tell their own story, and by daybreak, the pregnant wife who was raped packed a bag and left her husband, never to return. Dear business owner, running a business comes with regular risk that you must decide upon quickly and correctly. If you refrain, you could lose your business just like the first man lost his dear wife. And if you attempt, you could lose all your money or save a lot of it and flourish and become a business hero. Yeah. So when do you take a risk and when do you avoid or refrain from taking a risk completely in business? I believe there are four main factors that make business owners take this destructive risk. Yeah, some very destructive risk. There are four main reasons why they do this. Number one, ambition. Yeah, ambition is the reason why some business owners take very destructive risk. You don't want to grow, you want to blow, so you take the destructive risk. Number two, excitement. The possible returns from this very high risk business or this high risk decision looks good, hence you're making an emotional decision. You're excited. Number three, pressure. Pressure. You need money desperately to either keep the business afloat or tidy up some pressing personal bills or pay off a loan. So you take a very dangerous risk hoping it pays off eventually. Pressure is the third reason. The fourth reason is ignorance. Ignorance, making a business decision without being aware of the consequences or the implications. People have done it in time past. People are still doing it. So you join them and do it and join them and just go ahead and do it without considering or being ignorant of the consequences. So please, going forward, do not assume every gun is a toy. Some are real and could kill you. So be careful. Dear business owner, decision making, especially when risks are involved, can be very tricky. Would you blame the first husband, or do you think the second husband would have become a hero without the useful knowledge and experience about guns? It takes more than guesses to take productive and progressive business risk these days. So here are four critical considerations when you plan to take a decision in your business that could be risky. Number one, is it necessary? Is it necessary? How imperative or important is that risk as far as the business is concerned? If you do not take the risk, could it possibly lead to the collapse or death of your business? Take a business risk when it is necessary, not just because you want to. Number 2, will it increase your business margins? Yeah, will it increase your margins? Simply put, will it increase the gap between your cost and your revenue? The health of any business is measured by margins, not just revenue. So if it will grow your margins significantly, yeah, it may be a smart one to take that risk. Number 3, will it increase your sales revenue? Your sales revenue. Will the risk significantly increase the number of your buyers, the volume of your sales, or the size of your business income? If you're sure it would, you can take the risk. And lastly, that's number 4. Is it sustainable? Is that risk, a venture, that decision, is it sustainable? Is it a business decision, a risk you're taking, and you have the ability, the capacity, the model, the manpower, the structure, and competitive edge to deliver on purpose? You can do it. You're sure you can do it, and you can sustain it for a long time. Hope it's not something you will jump into and you want to jump out because you don't have the capacity, the ability, the model, the manpower, the structure, and the competitive edge. Are you sure it is sustainable both in the short term and in the long run? Dear friends, times are changing. The business environment is very much dynamic. Hence the need to stop guessing and just hovering in the dark. It is time to stay atop and ahead of evolving developments in business. What business risk do you have to take now? Think it and activate. For counseling, advice, and consultations on how to start, build, and grow your business profitably, simply send me a WhatsApp message. Yeah, on WhatsApp, send me a message on 0706 349 6599. The number again is 0706 349 6599. If you're reaching out from outside of Nigeria, the WhatsApp number is +234 706 349 6599. You can also visit my online store and download very powerful and realistic content in business that will guide and help you build very strong and profitable business anywhere you are. The link is www.seller.com. Let me take that again. Sorry. The link is www.seller.co/m/Muyiwa Afolabi. You don't have to worry about this. I believe this link is actually attached to this particular content you're listening to. You will see it is attached. Just click on it and you'll find yourself in the online store. Muyiwa Afolabi is my name, ladies and gentlemen. Have a productive day. Bye-bye.
Like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell.